Economic bulletin. Unemployment declined. Where is economic bulletin? Hold on. Economic bulletin. Unemployment declined. Before you pop anything, Archie, I just want my listeners, just think about that. Think about outside there. You living on the ground, you out in Trinidad and Tobago. And someone comes to tell you where you live in, where you seeing poverty increase. Families unable to buy textbook, people without jobs, where the number one industry, Petrotrin, the refinery, 11,000 workers went home and all the fence line opportunities, everything went down. Gas subsidy gone. Even this before COVID-19. Then COVID-19 shut down, lockdown and broke down. No investment, no foreign exchange, nothing going on. No job losses across the board, separation. More people need hamper than ever before. Not getting any support and no grants. Rowley say he can't fix road because he help all you in COVID, but all you dead and starving. And that way you living out there? Okay. But some economic bulletin comes and tells you unemployment is down. Which means that you all have jobs out there. That jobs, yes, there was something happened and jobs increased. Naturally, what is your first instinct when you hear that? Because my own is, what? What rubbish? What nonsense? Where? What? And then you know who did it? Archie show them who say it now. The central bank. Now you see, when we tell you on this show, the institutions are supposed to be independent. The EBC not supposed to be Anil niece and it's not supposed to be Maxi Coffee niece. The EBC, head of the EBC, not supposed to be Anil, good friend from Fatima since 1980. And it's not supposed to be Gadsby Dolly, good friend from St. Augustine Girls. The head of the EBC is supposed to be independent, clear, believe in the Constitution and not take basket from yellow or red. That's what you need to have a fair election, fair boundaries, no gerrymandering. Same thing, the central bank is in charge of monetary policy. The central bank is in charge of setting interest rates and so on to work as a counterbalance of government's fiscal policy. So you need someone independent, intelligent, and not beholden to any government. But then you have Jawala Rambaran who win a case because he was fired by Colmimbot and them, and you, the taxpayer, had to go and pay Jawala a set of money, and he was replaced by Alvin Hilaire. Who's Alvin Hilaire? He's the neighbor of Rowley in Inez Gate in Tobago. He buy house right next to Rowley. He's Rowley good friend. He and Rowley is brethren. He and Rowley is neighbor. And now in a state where everybody who have eyes to see, heart to beat, skin to feel, and ears to hear could know that unemployment is at the highest it has ever been in this country, as long as you all could remember. And the central bank comes out and says, unemployment is down? Really? Alvin Hilaire? Boy. Oh Lord. But this is what happens when you do not promote your democracy. When the media allows institutions to be infiltrated by political appointees, people who are quietly believers in one side as opposed to the next. When you see it on the independent benches of the Senate, when you see that Helen Drayton was an independent senator, and when I read 23 out of 23 of her contributions, all was scathing against the government at that time, Kamala Prasad Bisesa. And when Rowley lies on Emailgate and comes out, and Rowley scrapes a victory through an EBC that gave him an extra hour and did not tell the UNC for voting, so the PNM machinery could go and scrape out votes. Helen Drayton jumps out and goes on a PNM CNMG board, then the PNM NIB board, and takes up high-ranking PNM positions. But for 5 years before, she espoused to the nation that she was an independent senator. That is sickening, that is corrupt, that is nasty. And you have some of that going on right now as we speak. So Alvin Hilaire, central bank governor, really? Unemployment down? Really, central bank for true? Well, boy, I don't know. I must be not on the ground, boy. I must be not walking and seeing and hearing from people who lost their jobs, families that struggling, mothers who can't put food on the table because their husband get leave out and fire from TSTT, from WASA, across the board. Their contract wasn't renewed at all the state agencies, ministries, and so on. I hearing wrong. Because Alvin Hill there, who's Rowley Neighbour, tell me unemployment down, so jobs going up, people getting work. It's not funny. That's why our country is rushing towards failed state status.